What is going on, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the achievement Master of Miracles. And just like all the other videos, we're going to have to go into the DLC. If you're on the base game, like the 360 version, you won't have to go in the DLC. But if you're on the Scholar of the First Sin Edition, you will have to go in the DLC. So I'll show you how to do that later. Now, there are 28 different miracles in this game. I'll show you how to get all of them. If you want to know how to get specific ones, go down in the description below and look in the timestamps and find the ones that you're missing. So without further ado, let's get into it. For our next batch of miracles, we're going to talk to Lisi of Lendelt. Now, if she's not here, I recommend watching my video Gathering of Exiles to show how to bring her back to Majula. And when we do, we're going to buy Heal, Med Heal, Great Heal Excerpt, Lightning Spear, Homeward, and Guidance. For our next miracle, we're going to go to Falcon the Outcast. This is on the way to the Huntsman's Copse. Talk to him, and we're going to purchase the Magic Barrier miracle. For our next batch of miracles, we're going to come to the Brightstone Cove Seldora, and we're going to buy a bunch of miracles from Cromwell the Partner. So climb up the ladder, and talk to this guy, and buy the miracles. So we're going to buy Great Heal, Replenishment, Caressing Prayer, Force, Emit Force, Heavenly Thunder, and Perseverance. For our next miracle, we're going to come to the Undead Crypt. We're going to talk to Agdane. So just exhaust all of his dialogue. And then buy the miracle Soul Appease. For our next miracle, we need to get the Crushed Eye Orb. So we're in the Undead Crypt, and just follow my path. So we're going to come over here, jump down here, climb the ladder all the way up. Kill this enemy, and then open up the chest. And inside of this chest will be the Crushed Eye Orb. After this, we want to go back to Majula. So now that we're back in Majula, we're going to come down to where Lisi of Lendelt is. So she's going to be here. And then you'll see it says the Crushed Eye Stirs. So you want to go to your inventory and use the Crushed Eye Orb. When you use it, you'll invade her, and all you want to do is just kill her. So after you kill her, you'll get the Soothing Sunlight miracle. In the Black Gulch, we need the Forgotten Key to follow my exact path. Watch out for these statues, they shoot poison and they're pretty annoying, so just try to dodge them the best you can. And then we're going to drop right down here. Now we're going to drop down once more. So I'm going to drop down right here. And then I'm going to drop down again. Now there's going to be two giants in here that you need to kill. So make sure you kill them. They're going to be right here. After you kill them, you'll get the Forgotten Key as well as a Soul of a Giant. To get to the Sunken King DLC, we're going to have to talk to Laddersmith Gilligan. Now, if he's not in Majula, he's going to be in the Earthern Peak. So make sure you talk to him and move him to Majula first. And then when you move him to Majula, talk to him, ask him to set up a ladder and pay for the $12,000 one. When he does that, he'll put down the ladder. You want to slide down the entire ladder. Once you get off that ladder, you want to come up to the iron one and climb up the iron one. Once you climb up the ladder, you want to come in, go to this body, and pick up the Dragon Talon. After getting the Dragon Talon, you want to come back to the Primal Bonfire in the Black Gulch, where we killed the Rotten. And we're going to interact with this little serpent structure. After you interact with the Serpent Shrine, you will be transported to the Sunken Crown DLC. To get the Denial miracle, you want to come to the room with all the different spikes on the floor. And then you want to climb up here, and you'll see you can shoot this little button right here. So once you hit the button, this thing will turn. And then you want to drop down, run into the spikes, and shoot the button again. And then it'll turn once more. You want to climb back up the ladder. Come over to the thing again. Shoot it one more time. And then we can enter the room. So enter in here, open up the chest. And you'll get the denial miracle. To get the frozen flower, we're going to come to the Dragonlight Castle. We're going to go through here. We're going to kill an enemy right here to open up the door. And then we're going to come over here and pick it up off the corpse right here. Once you have the frozen flower, you're going to come to the Ruined Forge Road like you're making your way back to the Dragonlight Castle. And you're going to come up on this shrine once again, and you're going to interact with it. You will now be in the Ivory King DLC. To get the Splintering Lightning Spear Miracle, you want to come to where you're in this area to where you can see the first bonfire. Now, if you don't have the Eye of the Priestess, you won't be able to see this, but you can climb up this invisible ladder and just take it all the way up. And then in here, there'll be a chest. Just open up the chest. And then inside, you'll get the Splintering Lightning Spear Miracle. For the next portions of the video, it is recommended to do it on New Game Plus or higher. For the next miracle, we're going to be in Majula. We're going to join the Covenant of Champions. And the reason why we're doing this is so that the enemies can keep respawning over and over again without worrying about them not respawning. So once you've done this, we're going to head to the Brightstone Cove Seldora. So now we're at the Royal Army campsite. Now as far as build goes, you don't have to copy my build. It's just completely optimized for this method and it makes it way easier, and I do recommend doing it. But if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. So I went to the old ladies and the things betwixt to change my build around, and this is what I changed my build to. Specifically, 30 intelligence and 50 faith is mandatory, as well as 20 attunement so that you can use the spells. We're going to be using the Dragon Chime. You get this from killing Grandal. Make sure you get all the hexes from him before you kill him though. The Clear Bluestone Ring +2 is just necessary because it helps your casting speed. You get this from killing the Skeleton Lords in New Game Plus. Covetous Gold Serpent Ring +2. You get this from killing the Belfry Gargoyles in New Game Plus. Also, Symbol of Avarice. You get this from the Crown of the Ivory King. Once you talk to Alsana, which is towards the last boss of the area, she will then break and remove all the ice. And then you can go to the third bonfire, kill the Mimic there, and get this. Prison Tatters, you can get this from farming the prisoners in the Huntsman's Copse. The Watch Dragon Parma, you can get this from killing the dragon in the Highest Tower of Flame. And basically what all these items do is it increases your item discovery from killing the enemies, so you have an increased chance of getting a Sunlight Medal. You can also use Rusted Coins to increase it by 100 points, which is also very good. As far as the other two rings go, you can do whatever. I'm using the Lightning Clutch Ring and the Chloranthy Ring +2, but you can swap this out for whatever you need. As far as the spells go, I'm using Soul Appease. You should have already gotten this earlier in the video. And I'm using Promise Walk of Peace, which you have to go to the Crown of the Sunken King DLC. You can get this from watching my video titled Master of Hexes if you haven't already. Now, in terms of the setup, what we're going to do is you don't want to break this wagon right here. You just want to let this go. You want to come over here, right where this sign is on the floor. Cast Promise Walk of Peace. 3 of the Falconeers will come out, and you want to hide behind this wall. Sometimes only 2 comes out, but that's fine. Just kill them anyways. And you're just going to kill them easy like that. And they're going to drop Sunlight Medals. So you're just going to keep rinsing and repeating until you get 30 Sunlight Medals. So once you get your 30th medal, we are now ready to go turn them in. So come to the Mines Bonfire in the Harvest Valley, and you're going to follow my exact route. we're going to come through here. Don't try to fight any of these enemies, you can just run past them. Take a left down here. And then we're just going to run all the way to the back of this area. So inside of here, you'll see the statue. Kneel to the statue and enter the covenant. Now that you're in the covenant, you can now give 30 sunlight medals. And as soon as you give the 30th one, you will be given the sunlight spear. For our next batch of miracles, we're going to go talk to Chancellor Welliger. Now you have to be in New Game Plus 2 for this. So that means you have to beat the game twice and be on your third playthrough. And we're going to buy Bountiful Sunlight, Wrath of the Gods, and Great Magic Barrier. For our next bunch of miracles, we're going to go to the Lost Bastille. Over there's the Salt Fort Bonfire, where you'll end up fighting Lost Center. You're going to come up here, have a Fragrant Branch of Yore, free Strayed, and then you can talk to him. And then he'll sell you Resplendent Life. Also, if you beat Veldstadt in your game in the Undead Crypt, he's also going to sell you the Great Lightning Spear and Unveil. Same thing, if you beat Veldstadt in your game, he will then sell you the Sunlight Blade Miracle. Now for Boss Soul spells, we're going to go back, talk to Strayed. We're going to click Trade. We're going to trade Blinding Bolt for the Old King Soul, which you get this for killing the Old Iron King in New Game Plus. You can use a Bonfire Ascetic, but you have to beat the game 3 times anyway, so I recommend just doing it in New Game Plus. And then the next one is Sacred Oath, which you get for killing Veldstadt. Now this is the list of all 28 miracles, so if you're missing any, go in the description below and look for the ones that you're missing. And that's how you get the achievement Master of Miracles. If you've been following along to the guide, this is also the last achievement of Dark Souls 2. So you should have the Dark Soul and all the achievements in the game. So if you guys did enjoy, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. God bless.